Dear students of Standard 6, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to your Islam and Moral Education class. Today we are going to study Chapter 3, Lesson 8. Today our lesson is Surah Al-Humaza, the Slanderer. Surah Al-Humaza, the Slanderer. Slander means uttering or telling false or lie to damage others' reputation. So, slanderer means the person who tells lies about others to damage their reputation. Surah Al-Humaza is the 104th surah of the Holy Quran, where Allah tells us what will happen to slanderers and those who take great pride in possessing great wealth, and describes hell in detail. There are 9 ayats in Surah Humaza. The name of this surah is taken from the word Humaza in the first ayat. Another name of this surah is the slanderer or the backbiter. The main statement in this surah is the consequences of man in loss. That is, the men who are engaged in worldly affairs, it tells about their consequences.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة.
Now let us know the meaning of the ayats. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Wailul likulli humazatil lumaza. Woe to every scandal monger and backbiter. Alladhi jama'a malaw wa addada. Who collects wealth and counts it again and again. Yahsabu anna malahu akhlada. He thinks that his wealth will make him immortal. Kala layumbazanna fil hutama. No, he will surely be thrown into the crusher, that which breaks into pieces, that is hutama. Wama adraka mal hutama. And what can make you know what is the crusher? Narullahil mukada. It is the fire of Allah, fueled. Allati tattaliu alal afida. The fire which reaches the hearts. Innaha alayhim mu'sada. Indeed, hellfire will be closed down upon them. Fi amadin mumaddada. In extended columns. The reason of revelation of Surah Al-Humaza. Surah Humaza was revealed on the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Makkah during the early days of his declaration of prophethood. Walid ibn Mughira, Umay ibn Khalf, and Akhnas ibn Shuraik used to be engaged in calumny and slander against the great Prophet ﷺ and the believers. When they came to know that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was spreading the message of Islam, they started backbiting Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. They also opposed Prophet Muhammad ﷺ by insulting him. They called Prophet Muhammad ﷺ a sorcerer and magician. Sorcerer means a person who practices witchcraft. They never missed any chance to mock, insult, and stop Prophet ﷺ from spreading the message of Islam. They also had immense greed for money. Almighty Allah revealed Surah Humaza declaring the consequences of their evil acts. Explanation. Surah Al-Humaza may be divided into two parts. The first part consists of the first 3 ayats where 3 grave sins have been described. The acts of sin mentioned in this surah are Humaza or calumny. It is called Gibat. Gibat or backbiting is talking negatively about someone in his absence. This is a very heinous act. Almighty Allah has compared this act to be equal to eating the meat of one's dead brother. Lumaja. It is to criticize somebody in his or her presence. This is also an act of great sin like secret calumny or criticism in absence. Dear students, I think you are a little bit confused about Humaza and Lumaza. But Humaza and Lumaza are connected. Humaza or backbiting means to talk behind someone's back, giving unfavorable opinions about him, while Lumaza or slandering means to insult someone in front, that is to continuously find faults, spreading rumors or lies, making false accusation with purpose to ruin his reputation and cause damage purposely. They cause hostilities between people of the same household and between neighbors and relatives. A person feels insulted at this. At times, quarrel, strife, or even fighting occur due to this. These two sins are forbidden by Allah because they spread enmity, evil, and discord. Discord means quarreling or conflict among people and lead to destruction. The third sin mentioned in Surah Humaza is to gather wealth and count it again and again. In a word, this is called greed for money or overmuch temptation for income. People who have greed for money start earning in many illegal ways and become miserly. They do not care for the rights of the poor and the sufferer. They also take pride in possessing great wealth. But acquiring wealth in this world and feeling proud over it is like that of a person carrying a briefcase with its bottom open. It is because all this wealth will come of no use to us in the hereafter. They do not even perform the Fard worships like Zakat, Hajj, etc. Rather, they pile up wealth and think that such wealth will make them immortal. Indeed, such people pave, that is, prepare the path for their own destruction by indulging in such foolish pursuits, because wealth does not make us a better person. In the second part of the surah, the punishment for 3 extremely heinous acts has been described. Ghibat, criticism, and greed for money are all evil deeds. These are major sins, that is Kabira Guna. Man will have to account for these in the hereafter. The idea that money will make man immortal is not correct. Rather, all men will have to die. Then Allah will take into account everybody's deeds. Those who do these three heinous acts on earth will receive serious punishment in the hereafter. Their abode will be the Jahannam named Hutama. The limbs of such persons will be burnt in the blaze of Hutama. Even their hearts will burn in that fire. Nothing will escape from the blaze of that fire. Blaze means intensely, that is severely burning fire. The main themes of Surah Humaza are importance of restraining the tongue, evils of preoccupying oneself with worldly wealth, severity of the punishment of Allah. That is, the first part of the Surah Humaza describes the importance of restraining the tongue and condemns those people who slander other people by their speech and action. Again, it is also about the people who involve themselves in occupying worldly wealth and think that their wealth will make them eternal and immortal. The second part describes the punishment they will face for their wicked deed on the judgment day. Such kinds of people will inevitably be thrown in the hellfire in Hutama, which is waiting for them. Moral education or learning from Surah Al-Humaza. The moral education of Surah Al-Humaza is very significant. The three major sins are indeed the cause for all misery, evil, and torment in this world and hereafter. All these three are immoral and unethical deeds. Nobody with a sound character can do such works. A man or woman of principle must be free from these defects. All men must understand that this world is only transitory or short-lived. Everything that we buy or acquire for ourselves as a gift will be left behind us when we die or leave this world. We take nothing to the grave. We would be wrapped in a white cloth and nothing else. The only thing that we should take comfort in are our amal and good deeds. And these good deeds are the only things that we will be taking to our graves. If we are good in our sayings and deeds, then we will be successful and allowed to enter Jannat. Otherwise, hell would be our only eternal place in the life hereafter. Therefore, we shall keep ourselves free from these faults. We shall never criticize others and shall not have greed for money. Rather, we shall be satisfied with whatever wealth Allah has given us and spend according to our needs. Dear students, we shall learn the surah by heart with meaning and act according to the teaching of it. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.